What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. There are some new objectives for today guys, some new season objectives which we'll take a look at in a second, and some, I think there's a new SBC as well. But let's have a look at these objectives guys. So we've got Summer Heat Kingsley Coman. Doesn't look too difficult. There's obviously only 7 days left on the season now. Assist in 2 rivals matches with players with 4-star skill moves. Score and assist in the same rivals match with players with 92 pace. That should be quite easy. Score 10 goals using Bundesliga players. And score in 5 separate rivals wins using French players, which is honestly going to be so unbelievably easy for the 93 Kingsley Coman. And then Roussillon as well. Assist in 2 separate squad battles, matches, rivals or squad battles. Assist with a cross in 3 separate squad battles matches. Score 15 goals using French players, and score in 6 squad battles wins using Bundesliga players. Obviously, Mendy and Fernandes are still there, and there's also a player of the month, Fernandes, which we'll get into in just a second. I don't mind these 2 players. I haven't seen their skill moves and weak foot and stuff, and we can have a look at their in-game stats in just a second. The only thing that I do mind is that it is just more French players from the same positions. Diaby, Ribéry, Mendy, all French. Ndombele, who else do we have that was French? Dembele. You know, they're like, Summer Heat has just been heavily themed around French players. And whilst it's pretty cool because you could put together like a really good team just from playing the game and earning all these cards, it's also like, it would be nice for some variety, you know. In terms of SBCs, I actually don't know what's there for SBCs. It was only the, David Luiz. Oh, my days. 5 segments. He's going to be insane, isn't he? Oh, my God. 3-star, 3-star, 6'2". 5 segments, though. I mean, he is banging. He is honestly top tier. 85 to 92 still there for a day and a bit. Foot 13 is there. 84 double upgrade is there. Foot 20 is there today. An 86 plus rare player. What's it going to cost? What? An 83 rated team with a brick slot and a team of the week? You are out of your mind. Out of your mind. That is unbelievable. Honestly, an 83 rated squad is like 50k. An 83 rated squad with an inform and a brick slot, you're going to be looking at about 100k. Surely they could. That has to be a mistake. That has to be a mistake. That is honestly unacceptable. Not unbelievable. That is unacceptable. Even the foot 13 as well for the 84 to 91 is more expensive than the 85 to 92 rated SBC. It is stupid. That is crazy. Let's have a look at David Luiz. An 82 rated squad with an Arsenal player. An 84 rated squad with the Brazilian player. An 88 rated squad with the Premier League player. An 88 rated squad in general. And then the mixed squad. That's still going to be really expensive. Probably worth it, you know. You can link him to Eder Militao. There's a lot of good Brazilians in the game in general. I think it's going to be expensive. But you can craft it. You know. Is it going to be worth? I think he's going to be the most expensive player we've seen. We're going to go and have a look on Footbin in just a second. And then Bruno Fernandes, guys, this is a joke, right? 284 rated squads for the 91 rated Bruno Fernandes. He obviously, he is one up on his player of the month 90 rated card, but he has a 91 Summer Heat, a 92 Summer Heat, and a 94 Summer Heat that you can achieve from playing the game. The 91 and the 92 you don't need to win, and they have better stats with better weak foot. Like, okay, he won the player of the month, so EA have to honor that. And so I was talking on Twitter about a few things that they could do to make this just a lot better. The first thing they could do is they could just make it in line with his current 94, right? What that would do then is for people that don't want to play the game to earn him because they don't want to do the win conditions or hate rivals or whatever, they could just do the SBC. And for people that already played for the 94 and earned him, you're not missing out by having a, you know, it's not like it's a better version of Bruno and it's like, oh my God, I just put all this time in for this Bruno and now there's a better version there straight away. It's the same. I think that would have been a good win. The other thing that they could have done is make this 91 ridiculously cheap, because you can go and get the 90 from just winning 5 rivals matches flat out. That's it. Win 5 games, you get the 90 Bruno Fernandes, or spend 220k or whatever it is for a 91 rated Bruno Fernandes. It's just, It's just stupid. It's honestly just stupid. I don't like EA, like people are arguing, oh, what are they supposed to do? This is how Player of the Month works. This is their game. Change the way Player of the Month works. You know, make him link to other Player of the Month cards. Make him link to all special cards. Like give him icon links or something. Like just make him unique in a way that makes me say 180k for this card, I'm in. Or just make him as like an 82 rated squad. Make him like 20k. Who cares? Make his squad value about the same value as what a 91 rated card would be, so that people that just want to do it for fodder can do it for fodder, and people that just can't bother to play the game to get the Bruno Fernandes can still get him an extremely cheap comparatively to, especially, you know, a playable card. So I don't get the way that the expense of Bruno Fernandes Player of the Month is I suppose where I'm getting at. Let's jump on to FUTBIN, guys, and let's have a look at David Luiz, Kingsley Coman, and Roussillon. We'll start with Roussillon. 3-star, 3-star, so no upgrade there. I mean, this is a squad battles card, right? It's brilliant. You know, you pop an anchor on him. His dribbling is nice. His passing is okay. His pace, defending, and physicals are brilliant. Maybe you put an engine on him. Passing much better. Dribbling much better. Defending still good. Physicals are okay. Pace is fantastic. You know, you got some options there. I personally would go with an anchor for him and get that max pace, top defending and physicals. Very nice for an objectives card in squad battles. You can't fault that. You can't fault that at all. We've then got Kingsley Coman, so 4-star, 3-star, which straight away is a big negative. Medium low work rates is also a negative. Doesn't have any useful traits. It's another negative. His composure is a little bit low, but you know, it's not the end of the world, that's for sure. I think maybe an engine on him would be super nice. It's okay. Maybe a maestro if you want to boost the shooting and passing. That's also pretty good. Maybe a marksman if you do want to increase on the physicals. Not that I think that's. I don't think a marksman is the best personally. Maybe a Deadeye for that shooting and passing. Depends on how you want to use him and where you want to play him. You could put a sniper on to boost that composure as well. I personally think I would go with an engine on Kingsley Coman. Top dribbling, perfect pace, already very good finishing and top passing. I like it a lot. The issue with, as I say, both Coman and David Luiz. Sorry, not David Luiz. Coman and I obviously can't remember his name. Roussillon is just how many Summer Heat French cards we now have. Now, of course, there's a couple of these guys that are in draft only, right? So we've got Thauvin, who's only in draft, so we could even exclude him from the conversation. We've got Alan Saint-Maximin, who's only in draft, so we could exclude him from the conversation. We've now got Roussillon and Mendy, 2 French left backs, both objective players. What's the point? How would it have been hard to just give a different nation to offer some different opportunities to people? Would it have been hard to make it a right back so that you can have that full back line? Because you've also got Sarr and Kimpembe, who are both French. So if you had Kimpembe, Sarr, Mendy, and then a French right back, Pavard or something, all right, now all of a sudden, we're looking a little bit more interesting because we could put that full French back line together. But having 2 left backs, both French, both objectives, doesn't really make sense to me. We've then got more French players in Ndombele, who, by the way, I'm going to keep him up there at 170k, and Ousmane Dembele at 900,000 coins. Obviously, he's there for the game cycle. I quite rate that. We then had Frank Ribéry as a left mid, and of course Diaby as a left mid. Both French. Another Frenchman from the Bundesliga in Diaby. So now we've got 2 Bundesliga French left mids and a Bundesliga French left back. It's just too much of the same. What I liked a lot about Summer Heat was there seemed to be a lot of variety, but it actually isn't. What it is, it's a very heavily French themed and very heavily Premier League themed, and not really anywhere else. And that's quite sad to see. Obviously we've had the Mbabu, who's neither French nor Premier League. We've had Ribéry, who is French, but there's been a few that haven't been French or Premier League, but literally only a few. So Diaby obviously coming in at 80k is nice. And then Frank Ribéry is there for the whole game cycle. Brilliant player, 5-star, 5-star, very expensive, but very good. And then Ndombele, let me tell you why I think this, again, this Bruno Fernandes guy is stupid. He's 176k for this card, yet this Ndombele, who's obviously considerably better, was also only 170k. it blows my mind, this Bruno Fernandes. We obviously already talked about it, but it blows my mind why he's so expensive. An 81 or an 82 rated squad would have been much better. And then David Luiz, so another Premier League player. You know, this summer heat. Remember, was it last year or the year before? Futties, which I think summer heat is replacing Futties. Futties was called Plutties by the end of it because basically everything was Premier League. Well, I think summer heat is also just very, very heavily Premier League themed. Now, an engine chem style on David Luiz, quite nice. An anchor, I mean, an anchor's really good for him. A shadow's also really good for him. Get that max pace, great defending, great physicals, great passing. Bit heavy on balance, but agility's good. Other stats are really good. He is gonna come in expensive. I think he might be one of the more expensive players. He is there for the rest of the game cycle, which is obviously very nice. Really, really easy. Look at that, 80k, guys. Oh my god, EA, what are you? Mind blown. If we look at now, I know it's an 86 plus pack, right? But if we look at the price, how many? You might get an 87 or an 88 or an 89. You know, likelihood is we're going to be picking up 86s, right? Some 87s or whatever. I think personally, if you do this SBC anyway, I think you're genuinely out of your mind. Like, even in July, wasting coins to this degree is just kind of pointless. So there you go. The cheapest 86 is 14k. That in itself, let's go to what you're looking at until you get up to the 80k mark, right? Already we're starting to see some 87s. There's an 89 in there. There's an 88 in there. More, look at that, an 88 there, 27k. So you're going to have to get, I mean, let's go to the price point of 60k. No, 80k, I beg your pardon. We're seeing, look, Joshua Kimmich, 34k for an 89. This is an 86 plus. An 86 plus, guys, for 80k. There's an 89 Handanovic there. There you go, 90 Libertadores Armani, 43k. Here we go. Now we're seeing a lot of 90s. And we're at the 40. We're not even close to the 80k mark yet. I mean, we are a fair way away from the 80k mark. Here we go. Now we're getting up to the 70s. You can get icons, guys, for cheaper than an 86 plus SBC. And bear in mind, you can't get icons out of the 86 plus SBC. You can only get everything that's in packs right now, barring icons. Let's have a look now what we're looking at. 93 rated Lewandowski is 70k. So you could even get a 93 rated card, and if it doesn't just slot into your team as a super player, it's more expensive than fodder. Harry Kane 93, 70k. Visca 93, 70k. 94 Team of the Week Moments Lewandowski, 72,000 coins. I don't care what anyone says, guys. This SBC here, 80k, is, in my personal opinion, which might be a bit of a rash thing to say this, but in my personal opinion, this is the worst value SBC we have ever had in any FIFA. It is disgraceful that they've released that. Let's have a look at what David Luiz is going to be costing us, though, guys. So he's coming in at about 700k. It's an end game player that's there for the whole game cycle, can be crafted. It is expensive, especially given how cheap Kimpembe and Sarr were, respectively. It's, again, the Premier League tax, I think. Yeah, that's where we're at. In general, I think the three players, Roussillon is brilliant, David Luiz is brilliant, and I think Coman is good. 4-star, 3-star, it sucks a little bit, but, you know, Coman is still good. They're objective players. It's fine. I think Summer Heat is started off so great and is slowly grinding to a promo that I think isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. You know, it's too many French players, too many Premier League players, and too many occasions where EA are screwing people over in July. You know, it's July. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. So if you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.